What's up, fam? It's Dud from Dud and Pool, and today we are going to be reviewing the Bullseye Batman DC Multiverse Platinum Edition. I'm very happy to say that we have 4 Platinums, including this guy, all from the new wave, and I'm very excited to bring you unboxings and reviews of most of them, if not all of them. Haven't made up my mind on one yet. Anyways, this is such a tough wave to find, and I'm very happy I finally found one. This was one of my most wanted ones. This is the Bullseye Batman, of course, DC Multiverse McFarlane Platinum Edition. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing him. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we open him up, let's take a look at the box. We have DC Multiverse here. Bullseye Batman, McFarlane Platinum Edition there. This guy only comes in this chase variant. We have the insert here with the accessories showing out. On the side, we have Bullseye Batman, Detective Comics, number 241. So this is based off a very classic comic. And then on the back, we have this awesome artwork from the original comic, I would guess. And we also have some different suits back there. Let me flip it around. We have some different colored bat suits there, so those could be possible McFarlane's. But yeah, we're going to be opening him up and reviewing him. This is such a cool figure. It's a cloth cape. I cannot wait to open him up. And to get him for retail was sick. Now, I want to talk about how bad the distribution has been on this wave of figures. This is a massive, massive wave. This has Lucius Fox Platinum. This has Batman Beyond Gold Label Platinum. This has Bullseye Batman Platinum. This has Hugo Strange Platinum. This has so many other figures. You have the Batman Superman that has a common and a platinum. You have the Dick Grayson as Batman, which has a common and a platinum. You have the Adam West Batman, who has a common and a platinum. So many figures, and all of them are listed on Walmart's website, right? So you would think, oh, I can just order these online. Well, you're wrong, because they're always out of stock online. And for whatever reason, when you try to order for, pickup, it says, oh, this store has it in stock. And then the second you put in your cart, it says, this item has sold out at this store. And another thing is, it says, at times it says, this store does not carry this item. And then you go to the store, and then they actually do. So the story behind me even being able to find specifically this Bullseye Batman and the Hugo Strange Batman was because I took the risk, because on the app finally worked for me, and it said they had the Adam West and the Batman Superman ones. So I was like, if they have those two, then they should have other ones from the wave, and they did. And what's crazy to me is that the Hugo Strange said out of stock at the store, and the Dick Grayson said out of stock at the store, but they were both there. So it's very, very stupid. The Walmart website is horrible, and it's just, you can't rely on it. And then you have to constantly go around looking for these guys, which adds to the, collectability and the rarity of it, for sure. And that kind of what holds DC McFarlane value, is that they're rare, But it's just annoying as a new collector, I suppose, to experience these issues, because the only other action figure line I collected before this was Black Series, and those were pretty easy to get for the most part, besides exclusives. But right now, these guys are only showing up at Walmart's. I think their official release is next week at other stores like GameStop, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I've picked up most of the ones I've wanted. Enough rambling. Let's talk about the figure itself now. So we have the DC stand here. All figures come with that. And then we have this awesome, awesome card. Bullseye Batman there. We have the green suit in the back. Would love to see a figure of that. And then we have the information on the back there. And then we have the figure himself. So give me a minute here. But yeah, this is such a cool wave. I know I just got into McFarlane, so I don't know much about how these things work, but this is such an awesome wave, and I guess this is like a very good time to get into McFarlane right now. They're genuinely pumping out good figures, good platinums. For instance, they just released for pre-order a Dark Knight Returns Batman, And that one looks sick. It's like an older version of Batman, and that does have a chase. So when that guy starts showing up in stores, we will be hunting for him. But yeah, the one problem I have with these guys is that they take up a lot of space, and I have a lot of crap in my house, so I gotta actually lock in and start selling some of my old crap. Like Jared sold a lot of his old figures and Legos, and I was kind of holding on to most of my stuff, but I think I definitely will start listing some Legos and Black Series on eBay in the future, and I might even start plugging the eBay store in these videos to anyone who actually watches this channel. But, I mean, there's no one that actually does. But anyways, here we go. We have Batman Bullseye, or Bullseye Batman. I believe they have a Lego figure of this guy too, or no, I think that was Zebra Batman, so not the same one, but similar pattern. Okay, so for his one accessory, I thought he had more, but it's just one. It's just this tiny little batarang, nothing too crazy. There, he does have 2 removable hands that are fists, and that's it there. And then we have the man himself, Bullseye Batman. Let me just unravel his cape so it can be fully out. And here it is, Bullseye Batman. Let me move the camera a bit. You can see him there. There we go. Bullseye Batman. Sick figure. Let's take a look at him. So, for his face, we have this all white cowl besides the little mask part here. We have some beautiful black printing that accents the white really well. And we have the white nose and the white eyebrows. At the back, we have this incredible cape. I will say, there's some weird wiring that's going on all around the cape. So that kind of holds the cape into place. I don't really like that. I feel like what they did with the Detective Comics first appearance was better, but this cape is still pretty solid. It's a different material than that cape, but it still is a very nice, you know, removable cape. Or not removable, but, you know, like actual movable cape. We'll show it with some other figures for comparison on this cape, but you have this very solid Bullseye design printed in black on the side here. Underneath that, not much there. For the figure itself, we have this awesome Bullseye printed in the middle, this black Bullseye. We have some black spandex and then the white utility belt, and that's about it for the details on the figure. It's a bit of a simplistic one, but it does work very well. Now for the posability, we have the head joint. It is 360, so that is nice. We have the arm joint. We have the elbow joint. We have the wrist joint, I should say. We have a waist joint here. And because it is this type of cape, it is an actual movable figure. Then we have the leg joint, the knee joint, and then we have the foot and toe joint there. That's just the classic McFarlane posability for you there. Let's put him on the stand. Try to give him his accessory. He does stand pretty. Okay, never mind. Just about to say that he stands pretty well, but no, he doesn't. He has to kind of be angled there. I guess his cape takes up a lot of mass. But his little accessory here, his batarang. Man, he does not sit on a stand, guys. But his batarang is in his hand like that. Now I'll try to anchor him down a bit better. There. And there we go. He's sitting. Man, it's a tough fit for sure on the stand. But there we go. He's sitting pretty still there. So, what do I think about this figure? I think it's a great figure. Design-wise, it's really cool. And I think the cape just makes the figure look better. It is a somewhat cloth cape. Now, that's what I want to talk about now, and I want to compare it with some other figures. So, my favorite McFarlane is this guy, the first appearance. And the first appearance does have a little line through the cape, but you see, it still offers a lot of movement in his cape. compared to this guys, as you can see, when you try to pull it a bit back, it just flops down. So it kind of limits the movement of the cape, whatever they used here. And another thing is it's a completely different material. So this one was a more of a cloth material for the first appearance one, which feels much better compared to this. This is more of like a pillowcase type of material. I don't know how to say it, but it's not cloth. It's just some other little cheap material. It almost feels like papery, or like a plastic bag, kind of. But it still is an actual cape though, so I have to give it that. But I just feel like it just feels a bit weird compared to Action Comics one. So it's not as good as that cape, but it's not bad either. Now, a very similar figure that just released recently is the Platinum for the Batmanga, and you can see the similarities there. It's similar in the sense of the color scheme, and that's basically about it. It's a completely different sculpt. You can see how this guy's way taller, and the heads are different sculpt. It's a completely different sculpt, and I much rather prefer the Bullseye Batman over the Batmanga. And another thing is the rubber cape. So you see on the rubber cape figures, you can barely move it there. And it kind of wobbles them around. And these guys, you can just pose it all day long. And that's not the best example for why rubber capes are bad on McFarlane's. I think the best example I have is the JLA Batman, because he can't, look at how bad his cape is. Oh, voice crack. Look at how bad his cape is though, guys. That is horrible. It is just horrible. It feels like like a literal garbage bag, dude. The rubber feels so bad on this guy. I don't know how this turned into a rant, but I just want to explain how much a cloth cape differentiates to most McFarlanes, because most McFarlanes have rubber capes like this. Specifically, most Batman McFarlanes have capes like that. But when they do these rubber, these like papery, or not papery, but cloth-like capes, it works so much better for Batman, and it just feels so much better and looks way better. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for my review and my somewhat comparison here, I guess. Voice cracking a lot. But this is such a awesome figure, and if you can pick him up for retail, he definitely is worth it. 22 is a steal for this guy, and he's unfortunately pretty rare. He's not on Walmart.com, and I don't see him going up for pre-order on any other website, so he might actually be a Walmart exclusive, unfortunately, which means you kind of just have to hunt for him, or else you have to pay the scalper prices, which aren't too bad. I believe it's only around like 30, going to 35 or 40 right now, and that's before they make or restock him. But he definitely is going to be a desirable one, so I would recommend picking him up if you can find him in person for retail. But that's going to be it for this review, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you, Quispy, for originally getting me some chases. Well, you guys will see those reviews later on in the year, because fortunately Quisp and I live a bit far away. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I will hint the next review, and it's an Adam West chase, dude. Very, very hyped up to open that one. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's episode. Peace out.